Hey guys, what I'm going to go over in this video with you is a shoulder program. So this program is going to be good for you whether you're using it just for a warm-up before lifts, if you're someone that has previous history with any kind of shoulder injuries, or if you're someone that's currently been having some issues with your shoulder. These are all great exercises that you can start with. None of them, if you are someone with a current injury, all of these should be able to work for you. There's just little modifications you can do with each of them that I'll mention as I go along to ease any pain that you might get from them. First one, you're going to want to get up to next to a door frame. So we're going to be focusing on our pecs here to start off. We're going to come up to the wall, have our elbow bent at 90 degrees. We're going to bring it up so it's a bit almost 45-degree angle. We're going to come forward on the wall, then we're going to twist our body away, get a stretch through there. Okay? 30-second hold here. In this video, I'll do approximately 30 seconds, might not be exact, but when you're going through this at home, try to get out a timer, make sure you're holding it for the full 30. If this isn't getting much of a stretch to you, how you can change it, lengthen your arm out, and then that can allow you to get a little more stretch through your shoulder. This causes you pain, switch back to elbow bend. After doing the 45 degrees, we're going to come back down to our shoulder height. Same thing, rotating away, letting gravity pull us forward. 30-second hold through here. Make sure you're taking nice deep breaths as you relax into this stretch. As you go through it, should ease off a little bit. And again, to make it a little more of a stretch, you can go fully length of your arm. And again, get a little more twist, a little more rotation in that shoulder. Open up. Try not to let that shoulder come forward like this, making sure we're engaging our back and squeezing our shoulder blades together to keep that shoulder back. Last one, hands are going to go down at 45, coming forward and twisting here. This one doesn't always seem as much of a stretch as the other two, but it's just another stretch to target a few different fibers on your pec, as they do have multiple and that work in different directions. So 30 seconds again down here. And again, if you have any shoulder pain as you're going through these, easiest thing, just ease off the stretch a little bit. So if you have to rotate your feet back straighter a little bit, or you have to back up a little bit of your body, take a little bit pressure off. You want to have slight discomfort, but there shouldn't be any pain with any of these stretches. Second exercise I got for you guys, it's going to be stretching our lats. So these, if you're tight overhead, lats along with your pecs are big ones to help with that movement. So with this one, we're going to do a doorway. You can use, kitchen sink. You can use a counter. You can use a chair to get a little bit more of a stretch. Sometimes with those ones you can use that, but for now I'll use the door frame. So arm reaches out just at your shoulder height. You're going to move your body back, hinging at our hips. We're going to drop into the stretch here. Really just let your body relax and hang. Breathe, deep breaths, and feel a stretch right through your lats here. And it's going to be a 30-second hold as well on this one. And to make this more, move your back further away, let your body drop more, and that'll just increase the stretch here. You might feel a little bit on the front of the shoulder as well. If that's causing you pain, move a bit closer and sit back a little bit more, and that takes a little bit of pressure off the front of the shoulder if you're experiencing any discomfort there. So just on the other side now, same thing, 30 seconds. dropping our upper body. Like I said, make it harder. You can move your feet back a little bit more of a lean. You're going to sink more into that stretch. Or if it's too hard, feet go up and then you sit back a little bit more. This one's a little easier to do with the chair or counter that you can really grip on when you're sitting back more, if you're getting that pain in the front of the shoulder. But you can do it as well with some door frames and 30-second hold there. Next exercise we're going to go down to our knee. How we want this one to look, we want our shoulders to be right in line with the wall. You're going to take one hand, it's going to be at 90 degrees, and it's going the opposite side of the wall, so you want to be a little ahead of your hand. Okay, so with this one, what we're going to do is keeping our elbow and wrist right against the wall. I'll do the other side so you can see what my arm's doing, but this is what the setup looks like from the front, and we're going to slide up. Nice and controlled. Back down. Up. And we're going to do 10 reps of these. And if you're having pain as you get up higher onto the wall, you can move yourself back a little bit just so the angle of your shoulders a bit more forward, and then slowly build to working where you can do it more in line. So I'll flip around and show you guys how that looks from the arm perspective. So again, I'm going to line up so my shoulders right at the wall. Arm comes in at 90. Same side knee is down here, and we're just going to slide up. Keeping our elbow and wrist against the wall the whole time. Making sure we're doing this movement nice and slow, controlled, getting up as high as we can, bringing it back down. Okay, and again, like I said, it's going to be 10 full reps. Really try to take your time with it, slow, controlled, getting your full range of motion. Next one we're going to be on our hands and knees. So how this is, we want our knees right underneath our hips. Our wrists are going to be right under our shoulders. Okay, we're going to lift up one hand. We want to make sure our back stays nice and flat, making sure we're not hunched over, making sure we're not arched up. Nice and flat. Our core is going to be engaged. So I'll show you how this looks from this side first. So shoulder comes up. I'm nice and flat, core is engaged. We're going to come forward just to the point where you almost feel like you're going to lose your balance. Go over to the side. I'm going to go back. Then we're going to come across to where we started. Okay? So we're going to make a nice square with our shoulder. And this is really good for our shoulder stability. It's going to activate the smaller muscles that work with our shoulder to keep the stability and strength as you're lifting, as you're doing any kind of overhead stuff. This is a good exercise to help build that. So again, here we're going to go forward, over, back, down. And we're going to do 10 reps of those. Okay, so like I said, with that one, take your time, nice, slow, controlled movements. Okay, don't try to rush any of these. Take your time with it. Really get comfortable with the movements. So for the last exercise, we're going to be on our stomachs. On our stomach, hands out in front of us, nice and relaxed to start. When we go, we are going to have our head relaxed down. If you want, you can put a pillow to put your forehead on, blanket, towel, whatever you have, if you like. So for this one, arms out in front of us, we're gonna lift up, we're gonna rotate them so thumbs go down, hands go on our low back, and then we're gonna come, rotate out, hands go back down. So this one can be a bit difficult for people who do have stiff shoulders. So really take your time, go slow. You can do it one arm at a time. If the two hands is a little bit too difficult, then we're going to move to one hand at a time. Okay, and really focus, not trying to shrug up at our shoulders because we're trying to tough through it. Really work on bringing that shoulder blade back and down, coming around. So that's with one hand, or if you can, both hands here. Hold for a second here, and coming back and down. Okay, so like I said, these exercises are nice, easy ones that you can do anytime. Whether it's before you start a workout, or if you're just someone that has, a history of shoulder problems, or you're currently dealing with some. These are all fairly easy on the shoulders. Shouldn't cause too much pain, and should be easy to modify to what you need. In the description, I'll include the names and reps and sets as well. So yeah, if you have any shoulder problems, this is a great place for you to start.